YouTube, and welcome to Digital Perspective. And in today's video we're going to be doing a UI challenge prompt which is going to be given randomly by a website generator. Now if you're sure, be sure to hit that, well, my name is Khalid Mani. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and turn that notification bell on if you haven't. And without further ado, let's just roll the intro. What's going on, people? Welcome to Digital Perspective. That's me. And yeah, so today's video we're going to be taking a look at how we can use a website prompt to generate some prompts for us, really just to kind of create some UI challenges. So without further ado, let's just head over to the desktop and I'm going to show you what prompt that I'm talking about. So I'm on this website here called Random UI. It's a really great website for kind of just, you know, giving yourself some challenges for yourself to do. But yeah, so with this one, you just literally click shuffle, 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 and it just generates new prompts for you every time. Now I'm going to press it 5 times, and then whatever we get, we're literally just going to spend, you know, 10 minutes to try and kind of see if we can, well, not 10 minutes, maybe we'll just see if we can actually do it. I mean, we'll leave the 10-minute challenge to the 10-minute challenge. And if you haven't seen my other 10-minute challenge video, check it up in the cards. So yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so design a social share buttons for a university app for Apple TV. Okay. Design a social share buttons for university app for Apple TV. How would that work? So it's a university. Well, hold on. So you know what? Let's do this. So this is the bit where we brainstorm. Let me just push that to the side, and then let me push this here, so we can actually start brainstorming, right? So this is the first part, is where we're going to be thinking about how we're gonna, or what we're gonna do. So obviously Apple TV, university, social share buttons. Okay, so that's the main, that's the thing that we have to create, right? So now what is it that includes things like that? So there will be multiple icons, multiple social media icons, right? We also want to have some sort of a, it's gonna be a pop out. Yeah, maybe we might make a little pop out, right? Model. What else? We have to have a share button. So the thing that has me slightly thinking outside of the box is how I'm visualizing this inside. It's how I visualize this inside of Apple TV, and I'll show you what I mean, right? So if I go into Google and I type in Apple TV UI images, let me just slightly shrink this here. So essentially this is what we have. Can I click on this? Okay, fine. Let me just open this image on a, right? Click and drag this here. So essentially, I don't need this anymore. Shrink that there, right? So essentially, this is the bit that I'm slightly thinking here. So if this is what Apple TV is kind of like, we have to add a share button. So maybe we add it here. And it's for a university app. Okay. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it here next to the wish list. But for it to be a share, well, I mean, a share button can also work on apps as well as browsers. But I'm just thinking usually it's a browser or a mobile thing rather than an app, like a TV thing. So let's design it for the browser. So let's make some notes here. So I'm going to design it for the browser. We're gonna replicate the image we've got at the bottom, but we're gonna add a share button on the side, and then, you know, make a fake university show, right, or whatever. So the reason why I'm saying that is so that this entire section is going to be about a university. It's gonna have some text about a university, and then we're gonna have the share button around here. Yeah. And then as an extra bonus, we're gonna add what that button would look like if you actually clicked on share, what that would actually show, right? Okay, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So what I'm going to do now is, let's just make a 920 view. Push that to the side. I'm going to go full screen for now. So really what I want to do first is I just want to start laying out the blueprints really of the browser. Okay, so okay, first things first. Do I want to do this in? Yeah, I think we'd be fine, because I was thinking whether I should work outside the artboard, but it's gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag a box. I'm gonna color it in slightly different. Slightly go back to this. I'm gonna head over to unsplash.com. Now the whole point of this is that you'll see me work almost live essentially in these videos that we start to do on the channel, right? So that it isn't kind of I've done something and then bam, it's here's the final thing, right? So if you do like this sort of new format, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, because like I said, we're gonna have more videos coming up soon. So hopefully this will be the kind of thing that helps you become a better designer. So what I want to do is I want to search for university, right? And I want a nice image that will probably go into the background here, right? No, that's not gonna work. None of these are gonna work. It's not gonna work. Actually, I'll tell you what, we're not gonna spend too much time looking for an image. We are going to pick this one. I'm gonna download that. Yes, save it. And literally just drag and drop it over the image, right? Now that we've done that, we want to build out the rest of the UI. So what do we have here? We have director. Just going to make that myself. Starring. It's a documentary, so Khalid as himself. We're going to have Ben Affleck in there as well as himself. Let me just again, Rosamund, I'm going to put her in there as well. Neil Patrick Harris. By the way, Gone Girl, great movie, just saying. And then Tyler Perry. Forgot he was in that one. Alright, so these are our so-called casts for now. What else do we have? So we've got like a percentage, so 88%. I was going to say 88% match. It's plus 18, no, it's plus 17 rated. It's 2 hours 29 minutes. It's drama slash, I also would consider it to be a thriller, to be fair. So it was released in 2014. We're going to add the rated R symbol in that later on. Now obviously this isn't, we're not making Gone Girl. The only reason I'm doing this is so that I can have the layout or the blueprints that I need. So technically we'll be able to change this a little later on here, right? So I'm going to drag that to the side. Now let's finish off building the rest of this. So what we need is, I'm going to put some sort of a gradient. So I'm going to drag a rectangle out to about half, full width, but about halfway, right? To about halfway, and then we turn off the border. We'll put a gradient on there, and this is just going to be have a soft box, a soft drop, I should say, sorry, for the bottom, from the top to the bottom, so you can see that there, so that then when we put in our lovely text, it's a little bit more visible, right? It's going to be a little bit more visible, but we're not putting that in just yet. What else do we need to do? We just need to build out the bottom section, so just do that. Take the border off. We're going to put an object, a background blur on this. Then turn the brightness down a bit. Perfect. Now, I don't know why that's there. We need to put movie posters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag a movie poster size, which is roughly about that. I'm going to hit the repeat grid. I'm going to drag out a couple more. extend that a little bit. It's perfectly fine. Now because I want to fill this, now I can go ahead and find movie posters, which I'm not going to do. I'm actually going to use one of the plugins. There's a plugin which is available, I believe, called Movie Poster. It's actually a really great one. I would definitely highly recommend you use it. Where is it? Why did I not find my plugins? What if I just type in movie? Photoshop has done oh well. This is all very weird. I just want plugins. I just want a movie poster plugin. Okay. Do I have to look for it? No. Right, I want an XD plugin. It's a design asset. Photo. Images. Pattern maker. It's here somewhere, people. It's definitely here somewhere. Movie posters. Movie. I wish I could just search. I don't know why. How can I? Nope. I don't want to do that. Okay, just keep going. It should have been here. If I search for it here, it only searches inside. I don't know how the search thing works in... Oh, here we go. Movie. There we go. That was so easy to find. Oh, bloody hell. Right, so just yes. I was going to install it quickly. Okay, fine. While that installs quickly... Well, I guess it's installed quickly. Close that. So there we have it. Right, so I click on that. Click movie posters. Essentially, this probably will... yeah, I thought so. Right, so we have to basically ungroup our boxes, which is perfectly fine. Select everything, but don't select the border, the blur background, and the actual poster. I want a movie from 2014. It could be any genre's fine. Okay, so it's filled a bunch of them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly clean it up, because I've noticed I've still got the border on them. Don't want the border. And also I'm going to do a really cool trick, which I think we've done a video for before, so be sure to check that out if you want to know, a very in-depth version. So I'm just going to duplicate all of them. I'm going to blur, object blur them to about 20. I'm going to bring them back in, but I'm going to move them to the back. There we go. I mean, ideally, it would be lovely if I can size them all down individually a little bit, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to select them all. I'm going to just turn the height and width down a little bit on each one, so about 135. Yep, so it all shrinks within itself. Perfect. And then I bring that back in, put it to the back. There we go. And then that gives us this nice little glow at the bottom, right? So that's that done. So I'm going to select it all, unselect the blur background and this background. I'm going to Control G, group them so that I know that they all will now be forever together, right? So just push that back down, select it, and just make sure that each one is actually center aligned. So I'm just going to hold Shift C, Shift C, Shift C. Perfect, right? And then I can bring that back there. So that's that bit done. That's technically that bit done. So we just need to finish off this thing here. I'm gonna go and make my artboard black. The reason why is because when I select this and I turn the opacity down a little bit, it's just gonna seep through the black. And the font, for now, it's gonna go with, actually, we are going to go with semi-bold. Perfect. And I'm going to increase the font size a little bit to about 25. Push that to the right, so left aligned. Yeah, I'd say that's perfect. And what else do we need to do? Actually, maybe that might be a little bit big. 22 is fine. We need to invent a university logo. we just call this campus, I don't know, campus university secrets, or exposed. Yes, we like an expose, don't we, for people? Exposed, university exposed. Okay, there we go. So this university exposed is a thriller. We're gonna have a play fair display. Actually, I don't want it all capitals, actually. Right, and because the exposed is supposed to be something really dangerous, I'm gonna make it italic and maybe even make it a little bit red. Oh, exposed. Okay, so that's gonna be our logo. I'm gonna place it, yeah, I'm gonna place it underneath this, right? Perfect. Okay, so drama, thriller, blah blah blah. Yes, okay. So bear in mind, while we're doing all of this, our prompt is to design a share button. Okay, so all of this is just to set us up essentially for the thing. So technically, this is another tutorial within another tutorial, really. So anyway, now that that's done, for the description, I'm just gonna stretch that out. I don't know, let's make it up. So go inside the world of university tuitions. Oh, spelled that wrong. There we go. Tuitions, and find out what really happens when you decide to go to university to study. Doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't. I'm just filling in text. To study. Khalid goes undercover as a university statue. I don't know why, but he does. Apparently, it's a great story. Anyway, so that's done. So what else we need to do? We need to do a trailer and a play button and a wish list button. Okay, fine. So, so once we need to have a trailer button. Trailer. I'm gonna check this remix icons and say, do they have a play icon? Yeah, Google Play, the Google Play. Do you know what? I prefer this one. So, I mean, oh, by the way, so remix icons, great product. Go to remixicon.com, download their SVG icons. It's amazing. Essentially what it does is it literally just, let me see if I can bring it over here. Essentially what it does is it lets you download all the assets. So let's say, for example, I need the media one and I want this play button. So it's under media. And I should find a play button, which is, oh, I'm interested in what the movie one would be. Play, here we go. So we want just play, right? Which is play line, which is fill. This is what we want, right? So if I click and drag it over here, it's actually going to go on top of the image, which we don't want. So I'm going to select my image, my background and my blur, right click it and lock it. So I don't actually overwrite them. So we're going to go ahead and fill that with white. And obviously I know we're using the other image as a reference, but for now I'm just literally going to make that into a perfect circle. I'm just going to make a different type of button for us, which is going to be more rounded. Yep, perfect. Like that. Shift Control, drag that so we have a duplicate. I actually want to see what the movie one is. Okay, I like that one. So we'll go back to our list. Movie. Where is it? Movie. I believe it will be movie fill. No, I don't want that one. Movie 2 fill. Oh crap! You see what we've done there? We just went over this one. So we right click and lock the gradient as well. No, it's not that one. Which one would it be? What's this? It's movie line, I beg your pardon. Right. No, it's not movie line then. It's lines with an S. Great. Okay, so This is now going to become white. Put that in here. I'm going to extend that a little bit. Perfect. Let's add a text. So this is trailer. Oh, weird. So that's a trailer, but obviously we want it to be similar font. So what's that? That's a Sigma UI. Click that. Boom. Right, trailer. Just making sure. And then we do this one, which is going to obviously be play. Okay. No, that's not what we want. Perfect. And then we want to have, we're not going to add the, I mean, we can add the wish list one, but for the sake of this, we're not going to add it. It's just wasting more time. This is going to be our share button, right? So this is the one we came here to see, folks. And then we'll see if it has a share icon. And it doesn't. Yes, it does. So it's under systems. Yeah, I like that one. I think because that one's more universally known. So let's go back under systems and then let's just type in share. There we go. Share box. No, we want, what's this one? Share line. Okay. Where is it? Share line. Here we go. Perfect. Don't know why this smooth one's still here. Make that into white. Drag it in there. Okay, now I think for the sake of it, what would it look like? No, actually. What do you think? What do you think, people? Do you think the circle one's better or the square is better? Or the rounded edge one is better? Doesn't really make a difference. Well, I mean, aesthetically, it depends what we're doing. I quite like the square. So I'm going to go for the square. I'm going to go for the square. Change of plans. Change of plans. Okay, perfect. So let's see if we change the color. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a different look. No, how about we do white, gray maybe? No, let's leave it. Let's leave it at that. Right. Okay. Do you know what would be really cool? If we had like, I had a great idea. Bear with me. This is a tip on a tip on a tip. Okay, you're gonna love this. You're really gonna love this bit. So I just want to find a student, one university student. No. No. Ideally, someone. Ooh, the lighting won't work. Nothing? No university student? Okay, perfect. We have him. We have our man. This is me. Right, so I'm going to download this, and in the meantime, I'm going to open up Photoshop, right? And I'll tell you in a minute why what it is I'm trying to do, right? But in the meantime, while Photoshop loads, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and turn that notification bell on, because we're making great designs here so far, right? So while Photoshop loads, let me continue to. Oh, I think it's loaded already. Perfect. I love it when things come together. It's awesome. So let me open up my browser. I'm going to drag this over Photoshop and let it load. Perfect. So what we do once we're here, I'm literally just going to press the W key or the magic wand tool, select subject, because Photoshop's great like that. Let Photoshop do its thing. Right. Once Photoshop selected it, I'm literally just going to, where's my mask it? So we just have a fella there. We'll right click him. Save as copy, and then yeah, I'm just going to save him on my downloads. It's fine. Save him as PNG, save it. Perfect. Take that out, Where are we now? Downloads, and I'm going to drag him in, right? Oh, now he is huge, so we're going to shrink him down. The reason why I did that is so I can put him here to fill that left-hand space. Now, obviously, we've got to make sure things are in order, so I'm just pushing him back just to the point where he's in front of the gradient that we placed here, but he's behind the blur that we have there, right? Obviously, you can do some nice little Photoshop color corrections if you needed to, but I think it's just a nice touch. Anyway, enough sidetrack. Let's go back to the share button. Now, the share button, once we click on it, what happens? So now I want to design like some sort of a modal, right? So drag that out. I'm going to corner the edges ever so slightly. Or there's two versions. Either we have the modal, which is obviously just going to be something that we kind of drop shadow. So then you'll have the share buttons there, or we could have had one where if it was completely filled in, take that off, black, and it's one of those ones where it's just like pops up like that, right? So I think I'm going to do this one instead. So then we have some text saying share this movie with your friends, because I have friends. Be my friend, subscribe to the channel and like the video, right? There we go. Obviously this is a little bit too dark, too light, so we make it even slightly more darker. In fact, love this. We are going to use a background blur. Make sure the opacity is dark. Now you know how you see how everything is oh, let me actually show you. You see how everything is individually blurring? We don't like that, right? We definitely don't like that. So there is a way to fix that, and I'll show you in a second. The way to do that is let's turn the blur off, push everything down, select everything, make sure everything is unlocked though. Yeah, since everything's unlocked, select everything inside, group that, then bring back your shape. Now if you click on background blur, it still does the whole thing. Where is it? No, bear with me. Well, one second. Where is it? Object blur, and then we need it so that, strange. Why is it not letting me do that? Oh, ever so strange. Right, so okay, the way we're going to fix it then without that is we're just going to go back into it. I'm going to make it slightly more darker still, turn the amount down, turn the brightness all the way down, and opacity is going to be quite thick, right? Then oh, actually, sorry, I know how I can fix this. Go back, ungroup them. Yep, it's all grouped, right? Perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab that, control, I don't know where that's going. I'm gonna export that to the downloads folder, select export. Perfect. Because I want to have this really beautiful blur, and obviously this is all about presentation, so we as designers have to make sure we go through that extra step to make sure that we get the presentation looking fine and crispy. I'll bring it back in. Perfect. Now that I have that, which is essentially literally the same, stretch that so that it fits. Oh, I want it so that it fits the borders. Perfect. Now that we have that, bring it back in. Go to background blur, but this time we object blur, background blur. There you go. Want the brightness to be dark. want the amount to be heavy. XD, if there's a simpler way to do an XD, guys, folks, do let me know. Right, so now that we have that, we can start adding our share text. Let's share this movie with a friend. And then what we want to do is we want to have the different type of icons. So we've got Facebook. Now the reason why I'm typing it, people, if you don't know already, Font Awesome is the Snazzles. Okay, it's really great. It just makes life so much easier. So we've got Facebook. What else do we need? We need Twitter. Make sure everything's almost perfectly aligned. We need Instagram. We need WhatsApp. Oh, and possibly we have maybe TikTok. Right? Those are going to be our 5 share icons. Perfect. Right, now that we have this, let's do some what do you call it, some prototyping. So I've literally just duplicated the layer, and then I'm going to select all the icons. I'm going to press, while holding the shift key, I'm going to go down 1 2 3, uncheck Facebook, 1 2 3, uncheck 1 2 3, uncheck 1 2 3, uncheck 1 2 3. The reason why I'm doing that, people, I'll show you. So if I turn the opacity off for this, and then this 1 2 3 4 up, we're essentially imagining the animation. So I'm going to want the text up to come from the top down, and I want these icons to kind of appear one after the other. This guy also is blurred out. Yeah, maybe I don't need this anymore, so delete that. Maybe do one more screen before that, which is going to be the start, and this is where we, oh, are we missing something? We are absolutely missing something. We are missing our shape, our blur shape, aren't we? Okay, never mind for now. Right, don't need that. Yeah, so ungroup components, perfect. So let me delete it from here so we have the exact same labels and layer names. So what I'm going to do is, this is still a group, perfect. So I'm going to drag these guys down a little bit, turn opacity 0. You, buddy, are going to go there. You're going to go 0. You guys are going to go along with each other. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh no, and then we want the university. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then we turn those guys to 0. You just go to the left hand side, 0, and then with you guys all together now, 0. And 0, right? Perfect. So it's going to be a lot happening at one time, folks, so you're gonna have to bear in mind. So click prototype at the top, click and drag the select the artboard, then click and drag the arrow to the next one. We want transition, we want auto animate, we want it to be as long as possible. So let's say 1 second. We want it to snap or easy in out. I love easy in out, but I'm going to go snap for this one. We do the same, but we don't want to do the same thing for the entire thing. We only want to do it so that when you click on the share button, this comes out. Oh, we forgot one important crucial thing, what I'll show you in a second. So if I click on the background, I want it to go back to here. I'm not changing any of the settings because I still want the settings to be the same. Let me just go back to design, and then I'm gonna go times, and I want the other font awesome the regular one, and that's basically my close button, essentially, right? Then go back to prototyping. And then if I go back, it does the same thing. So let's see if this works. And if this works, again, I want you guys to smash a like button. Where is it? Yep, smash a like button if this works. If it doesn't work, then smash a dislike button. It's please don't smash a dislike button. Anyway, prototype, let's hit the play button. Boom. Okay, so first thing, click. Perfect, beautiful. You see that? We go back, watch this. Absolutely smashing. Now, once we have that done, now if you want to click on the share button, see that? Beautiful. Click on the background, disappears. So you see the animation I was talking about earlier on, how those kind of slightly slide in? That's what I was doing earlier on, right? So let's go back, do it one more time. Got this. Click on share. Beautiful. Now, that's how we did the whole thing. I know we're kind of, wow, it's almost approaching 40 minutes, but you can see how, you know, with the whole process, you know, essentially how I've done everything. There was nothing that was cut out. There was nothing that was sped out. You know, everything was real time, and hopefully that gave you the time to kind of understand and see how things can work with the design, right? But again, if you've skipped this far ahead, or if you've come this far, I really appreciate it. You're a true person and a true fan. Be sure to smash that like button. But yeah, as I said, my name is Khalid Mani. But if you want to see more stuff, we've got some more stuff in the end cards here. Be sure to check those out for other tutorials. We are going to be producing a little bit more now, so that, you know, be sure to come back and subscribe there. But my name is Khalid Mani. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Peace.